Hi guys, Elodie here and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. This video today is really special because you guys asked about it. So a few weeks ago, I asked people what kind of videos do they like, and this one was one of it. One of you guys mentioned this video and want me to do a video about brushes, and it may be confusing because there's a lot of brushes in the market. So this video is gonna help you guys, and hopefully at the end of this video you're not gonna be confused anymore. So yeah, if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. So first, I'm gonna start with the very basic and easy ones. It's powder brushes. I say brushes because even for powder you have different brushes. I have those brushes here. What is different with them? They are the same. They do the same job. They are just different sizes. So those two here are like the similar size. They are pointed. Like here, it's not like the buffing brush, it's pointed. And that's the same as like the rest. They're all kind of like pointing like this, you know. This one is, yeah, it's pointed. And what is nice with the pointed brush like that is that's how you set your face with loose powder. So basically those brushes are used for loose powder. Like, how do you use it? Grab the loose powder and then you just dabbed it on your face like this, and after that you use the same brush to clean the excess product, the excess powder, or after baking or whatever. That's why you use those brushes. This one is setting brush, as I said, powder setting, whatever, but as it's smaller you can like start to build under your eyes too. But what I like to do with this one is setting my concealer under my eyebrows, on my eyelid here, with powder. So basically those are the same use. Some people use those brush for blush too, but personally I don't. This one even says blush brush. So yeah, you can use blush too, by just like putting the blush there. I've never done it. I always use a big brush for blush, but that's another way to use this one too. And I suppose this like too, I guess. This one is, those ones are too small for blush, but that's the use for, basic use for those ones here. Okay, and next I have those brushes here, and basically they are just like round. Especially those two, or like, let's separate them, but they are the same use. But those two is, you can see it's like round and very buffing brush. And those ones are not really round, but still it's the same use. You use those for blush and to set your face with powder. So I said earlier loose powder, but this one I'm talking about the powder used all around your face, the compact powder, to press powder. That's what you use those brushes for. And this is the brush I always use for my blush. You can see my previous videos, I always use that one, and it's just like so easy for me to work with. And that's how you like, you know, I blend the blush there, put it there, it's easy for me. And for this one, I use it to set my face with powder. You can see that on my previous videos too. So basically, I just grab the powder and then I just do circular motions like this, and I like, sometimes I dab it too, and that's how like set my face with powder. Those ones are the same. You use it for powder too, but this one is just smaller. So if you want to target a smaller area, then you use this one. That's the difference between those and the previous one. The previous one is for loose powder and sometimes blush. This one is for blush or compact powder all around your face. All right, the next brushes I have here are those guys here. They all look the same. Why? It's because they are angled. As you can see here, it's angled. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was loud. So yeah, those are called angled brush, and basically you use this brush for bronzer and contouring. Powder contouring mainly, not liquid or cream. We're gonna talk about that later. But for now, we are talking about powder. This is important to know. When we talk about brush, it's important to know that the bigger they are, the smaller they are, then the more precise they are. This one, for example, is really big compared to this. I would say if you want to contour your face with powder, then you use this one instead of this one because it's really big, and contouring is really about like precision. So you can really get the line here and your line here. If you wanna use bronzer after contouring, then you use a bigger one because you wanna blend your contour. I don't know if it makes sense. You will blur more and blend more instead of precision. All of them, I just use the same brushes for bronzer. Let's move on to the next set of brushes. So I'm still talking about powder. I have those little guys here. Those are the fan brush. That's their name. They look like fan too. You know, they're fan. Yeah, that fan. So those ones are for highlighter. So now, if you have those brushes on your collection and you don't know what to do with it, now you know it's for highlighter. How do you use it? Basically, you just grab your highlighter like this, and then I'm not gonna put more highlighter because I already have a lot, but then you do this, and that's how you wear it. And here too, on your chin, actually I can wear a highlighter on my chin. Here, you can do here on your forehead and here on your nose. So yeah, that is for highlighter. Next, still powder. So I think I'm pretty much done with the big ones. I'm gonna go with the smaller one, but still with the powder section. So I have this little jar here. By the way, I made this. This is just yogurt jar, and I bought the little string here from the dollar store, so easy to make. But anyway, those are blending brushes, and I've had not this one. I've had people ask me, why do you need so many brushes? Are you gonna use all of that? The answer is yes. I'm gonna use them, all of them, and those are not even enough for now. So those are all blending brushes. I'm gonna start with the bigger ones. So as I said earlier, if the brushes are big, it's mainly for blending. It's not for precision. The smaller ones are for precision, and those ones are big, and don't mind. Some of them are dirty, so I just finished filming, so don't mind me. But anyway, it's big, and let me zoom this. Why does it always happen to me? Anyway, like this. They are really big and fluffy too. I don't know if you can see that. Those are for blending, mainly for transition color. What is the transition color? A transition color is the first eyeshadow you put on your eye. It's a soft color, close to your skin color. So that's the shade you're gonna blend your eyeshadow later with. For that, you need a brush that can blend and can have a smooth finish, so that's why I use those big ones here. Those are the same uses. Those are all blending brush. So just the smaller it is, you get more precision, and basically it's still blending, but just if you want to get more in depth, you use smaller and smaller brushes. So I even have smaller ones here. That's really tiny. That's more for my lower lash line, or if I am doing a smoky, for example, like my look here. By the way, tell me in the comment below if you like that look, and I can do a tutorial about it. See how those ones are really big and the other one small. The reason why I have this much brushes is because when I wear makeup, my brushes are just stained. Wear pink makeup, then my pink is gonna really stain hard on brushes. I don't have time to like always wash my brushes every time, like every day after I use them. So that's why I like to have multiple so that I can use the other ones that are not dirty. When they're all dirty, that's the time when I wash all of them once, and that's once a week. So lots of work, especially now that I'm starting to film. I really need more brushes. So those are the next set of brushes I have. The ones in the middle are angled. The other ones are just flat, but you know, tapered. Flat and fluffy, you call it tapered brush. You can use all of them for nose contour. Like, you know, you just grab your bronzer. I'm still talking about powder, so I contour with bronzer. But any powder you contour your nose with, you just grab it and then you just go like this vertical. Those ones are really perfect for that because, you know, they're angled, so they're getting smaller at the end, and so that's why it's easier to contour. It's just easier. But for those two here, you can use them for eyeshadows too. I use this to create this smoky eyes look because I needed this brown. I just grabbed the brown and then just like tapped it on my eyelid like this so that the color really stay, and that's the use for those two here, but you can nose contour with all of them. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. For powder is the smudge brush. So smudge brushes are like this. It's like flat, but it's shorter like that. So those brushes are used to apply eyeshadow on your lower lash line here. It's just like more precision. So those are called smudge brushes. Oh, there is the last one. It's a highlighter brush. So this one here is my highlighter brush. It's, yeah, you can still see highlighter. If you have like big eyelids, probably can use it as an eyeshadow blender too. But I use this for highlighter here. It's just like, you know, to like for more precision. I like it smaller because I don't want highlighter all over my face. Now we're gonna move on to a different section, which is cream liquid brushes. Those brushes have flat heads and I use them for foundation. There, it's like, you know, it's like flat here on the top, and it's just like really nice because when it's flat like that, it's just, you can like buff or you can like dab the foundation like this on your face, like whatever your technique. It's just like easy for me to apply foundation, or you can also like do circular motions to blend the foundation, whatever. This is for liquid foundation, sorry. These are for liquid foundation, so yeah, I think that's the only use for that. Still, for foundation and cream contour, those ones here, that one here is from e.l.f. and it's called powder blowing brush, which I will never understand because for me this is a foundation brush. It's like, it looks like the Real Technique here, and this one is the Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques, and they look the same for me. And I use this for foundation when I use a little bit, when I don't use full coverage. So when I just have like a very sheer or medium coverage, I use those kind of brushes here so that I can just like, you know, like work on it little by little, like. But if it's full coverage, I use either sponge or the flat brush that I showed you earlier because it just works more on full coverage foundation. This one is more for, what is it called? It's a medium sculpting brush. So this is for cream contour. It's angled, so, but it's not fluffy enough to be a bronzer brush, so that's why it's for contour. It's like if you have cream contour, it's more like tight in here all together, not really fluffy, and it's just easy to like really precision like contour. Next I have about liquid product is this one here. It's a flat brush and it's not fluffy either too. This one, I use this on people when I do people's face and not mine, because I use this for applying moisturizer and primer on people's face. On my face, I just use my hands and just like, you know, like massage my face and put it all over my face with my hands. But on people, I like use less of my hands. So I use this one for moisturizer or primer. So that's about that. Those ones here, I use it for concealer. It's not really buffing, it's tight. And there's lots of hair here. It's like round brush like this. I put the concealer all over my face and then spread it with the brush and blend it. You know, I don't know if it makes sense, especially this one. I just love those because it doesn't take away the coverage of the concealer. I think that sponges tend to like suck the product, and those ones are nice because they don't do that. So yeah. Next, I have those flat brushes here. So they are really flat. Like I can show you like this. There you go. Like flat, and they are not fluffy either. So that's the difference with the flat brush I showed you earlier, like the tapered one. These ones are fluffy. Those ones are really pretty straight and hard. So you use those ones for concealer first. That's the first use you can do with that. Yeah, like when you apply concealer to define your brow, like underneath your brow, then you use those brushes because they're very precise. Then you have like the round tip here. The second use is when you need to use shimmer with brushes. You can spray them, or just depending on the eyeshadows you're working on, but you just grab the shimmer and basically just like tap it on your eyes like this. Those brushes are then for concealer and then for shimmer eyeshadows. They are just little guys here that I want to show you. They're so tiny. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but they are really tiny. So what I do with those is I grab my highlighter, and you can put it on the tip of your nose or like here on your inner corner. That's why it's so small, because it's for precision, of course. And also you can use it for your brow bone up here too. This one is for eyeliner or lip contour maybe. Yeah, just like if you really want precision, then there's a tiny one. So those are brow brushes. This one is a eyebrow duo brush from e.l.f. It's really nice because it has this side and this side. So you use those for brow pomade to define your eyebrows. So basically they're very thin and very small too, because we need precision in eyebrows. We don't need it to be really thick and getting everywhere. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah. But you need these ones here, a little brow comb like this to, yeah, comb your eyebrows. So basically, yeah, it's like combing your eyebrows like this. Those are brushes that you really need to have in your collection. I just found those two here. You may think they're really similar to the brow brush earlier. Let me grab one of it. So I just put the brow brush next to it so that you can see the difference. The brow brush is really smaller. They're all angled brush, by the way. What you do with those ones, you use them for eyeliner because they're angled, so it's really easy to get the winged eyeliner. So yeah, I think I told you all of my existing brushes on my collection, and if you are a makeup artist, then those are like a must for you. If you are not, then they may be like some brushes that can be used for like lots of things. Like for example, like this brush here, you can use it to like get rid of powder underneath your eyes. You can use it for bronzer too. Maybe you can use it for blush. And this brush here can be used for lots of things. If you are not a makeup artist, then you are just like someone that is on a rush every day and that doesn't have lots of brushes, and that is fine. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching to the end and hope that you guys learned something from that video. Like now, if you have some brushes that you don't know how to use, I hope that you have idea of what to do now. So yeah, thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a like, and see you guys on my next video. Bye!